there's a lot of phone calls in between franchisees to support each other. Different markets, different areas of the country can be quite different. So I think to know that you can just pick up the phone, ask someone a question, they're going to give you their best information in order to make you successful is really encouraging.
It's a culture where you're accepted for who you are, and everyone wants to help you. So as a person who put all this money down to buy a business, I had a lot of points of time where I felt nervous. So you sign a franchise agreement, you give them money, and I said, okay, now they're going to disappear and we're on our own. And the next day, I've got my list of things to do. Someone's calling me. We're setting up appointments. We're doing this. They're checking in on me every week. I'm doing calls. We go and have this great training session. And, we go to open our business. And I'm like, okay, that's the day that we don't hear from anybody anymore. Open the doors and then no more. And the next day, someone's talking to me. I have another call. Like, they never went away. And I was like, wow, like they really are doing what they said that they're going to do. And I was a little skeptical. And so I just loved it. And a year went by and I'm in a growth group. I'm working with other franchisees who are helping me on my business and keeping me accountable and giving me ideas that are working for them and giving me somebody to, talk to if I have a problem. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to make it through year one and I'm never going to see anybody again. And so literally like May 8th, I kind of wake up, I'm like, and then, I get the call from Kevin, my franchise coach, and I'm like, wow, they're still here. So I just feel like, and I was just skeptical. I mean, it's a lot of money and, everyone gets sold to and they tell you that they're going to be there and sometimes they're not. And I didn't experience that with Handyman Connection. I actually think that I get more attention now than I did like before. And they're there to give you as much help or support that you need, or let you do it on your own if that's what you want to do. And I said, as a smart business person, why do it on your own? If someone's going to give you help and advice and they've been there, use it. I mean, they have a plan and it works. You follow the plan and you are making money and making a difference and owning a business that you dreamed that you would own.
I wouldn't say surprised. I was very pleased though. Yeah, I think culture is what you make of it, right? And so I think part of it is you have to reach out and you have to get to know people and you have to want to be part of it. And what I found is when I did that, gosh, it was the response you would get, how can I help you? Where are you at? What are you doing? Was very good. And so again, it's that concept that you're just not in it alone. You're in it with a group of other people that are all striving to be successful, and you have a common language.
It's always an overwhelming environment of support, especially at these conferences. It's sad that I only see these people once a year, but it is so awesome. As an owner, you don't have anybody to gripe to. You can't do that with your employees. Nobody can relate to what you're doing, and some of the most beneficial and sometimes therapeutic even phone calls I've had have been with other owners, and it's just so validating to hear that they're going through the same things. And I can tell you 4 of the best systems and processes we use in our office, I hate the word stole, but I stole from a friend of mine who works in Ann Arbor, and I hope he's gotten some stuff from me too, but I mean, that is where the good stuff comes from. And again, coming back to relationships, right? Corporate can lay out the land for you, but every market's different. And if you're not constantly talking to the people around you, and to answer your question, it's been great. Everybody here is just so willing to share. It's been fun.
I do feel that the folks at the home office that engage you are a critical part of that, and they do care passionately about getting you prepared. You go through these stages of, they call it boot camp, but each of the boot camp has a stage, and they are committed as you go through this to making sure that you're successful. They also let you sort of run your business as you see appropriate within the context of their definition, but the support they provide you through the process is huge, and I would not have been able to learn how to run my business as quickly. My ramp would have been significantly more difficult if I didn't have the folks from the corporate office really sort of leading you through that process. there is a real sense of camaraderie among the business owners at Handyman Connection. We all feel that we are out there trying to address the similar challenges that each of us has. We all know what we do. It's a good business, but it is not necessarily an easy business. You will deal with challenges daily, and part of what makes you successful is your ability to manage the challenges you have and work through them. And the sense of community within the other Handyman Connection owners is amazing, especially now that I'm in this sort of second stage of my development. I'm in my third year of business, and my peer group is my best source of learning. And Handyman Connection Corporate does support that, and they enable it through we call flight groups, where we get together as a team, and we share what we're learning, what we're doing, what works best for us. But there is a real sense of shared mission within the other owners at Handyman Connection.
There is a culture here, and when I come to conventions, and this is my fourth one, I actually have now a lot of friends that I talk to even when we're not here, but getting together face to face is fantastic, sharing stories.
I was the new guy in town 3 years ago, and I came to my first conference and I started talking to people. A lot of the franchisees that have been here for a while, they were pretty open. They were just like, you ask them questions, they were like, yeah, let me share what are my experiences or what I have. And, a lot of them just really answer a lot of questions that we had, reaffirm some things that we wanted to hear, and then sometimes they would just guide you and say, well, look at it this way and this is how it will work. So far, all of the existing franchise owners were pretty open and everything else. So it was really good to see that they were a good plan for success for me, and verified and validate some of the stuff that we have. And now what I do is I just try to pay it forward. The people that coming in now that I've been there for a little bit 3 years, if they ask me and reach out to me, I always try to make sure that I'm available for them.
It'll just make for a stronger franchise by reaching out and helping one another.
It was great to see that a lot of people were really open book. To me, they were just open book and willing to share any information you had, or questions that you had for them. They were very honest in their answers. So it was good to see that people here, especially all the franchisees, were very open and welcoming and willing to share any of the information that you asked for them.